I am not trying to clickbait anyone with my title about urgent message. It is urgent to get saved by Jesus, to put your faith in him, to have salvation. No one is guaranteed tomorrow. I myself have lost loved ones that I love so much. My mom in 2017, my grandpa in March of last year. That's a big part of my family that I miss very much. And what does it do for me? Well, Jesus gets me through it because it's very sad to think about not having loved ones with you, right? I love them so very much. And I don't know, without Jesus, I wouldn't be able to handle it. But with Jesus, I can handle it. My urgent message is for you to get saved right now, today. Do you know that you're a sinner? Because a lot of people don't want to admit that. It took me most of my life to really understand that I have indeed sinned against God and I deserve hell. That takes a humble person to realize that you're a sinner and that you deserve hell. A lot of people don't agree with that. They think that they're a good person and God will save them and they'll go to heaven because they're a good person. But that's not true. Everyone besides Jesus Christ is a sinner in need of a Savior. Who is that Savior? Jesus Christ. So again, the gospel, we're all sinners. Every single person that has ever been born is a sinner. Going back to Adam and Eve, they sinned against God in the Garden of Eden by taking a bite out of the forbidden fruit, the apple. Right? My computer has an apple with a bite out of it, and the first Apple computer cost $666. Just think about that for a minute, because that's true. You can research that. If you don't believe me, I'd like for you to believe me. I'm not telling you lies on this channel. I don't have it all figured out, but I do have salvation figured out. It's through Jesus Christ. So you listening, do you know when you're going to die? Because losing my mom in 2017 to a stroke, I wasn't prepared for her to die. That's not my favorite thing in the world. It horrifies me. I love my mom beyond all words. God gave me the best mom in the world, and I miss her every single day that I'm breathing. Losing my grandpa was a little more easy to handle because he was 93, but still, the man that I love, who was my father figure, and again, call no man father, I know, but my grandpa was more than my grandpa. He was my male role model in life. He would always teach me lessons. He was a good man that did good things. Was he perfect? No, not by any means. I'm sure he sinned in his life because we've all sinned. But losing my grandpa was another thing in my life that I'm like, I don't really like this world. This is not fun. Losing loved ones, losing your family members, right? Your little family unit. It's very lonely. I miss my family. I have my grandma, and I talk to her all the time about Jesus. She's in assisted living, and she, it's a Christian-based, it's a Mennonite-based, but it's Christian-based. So I hope that the friends she plays cards with, etc., will rub off on her and make her believe in Jesus, because I want her to be saved. But that's enough about talking about my personal life, because my family doesn't want me talking about them because I'm a crazy person, right? Or am I telling the truth in a biblical world, wanting people to be saved, very passionate, understanding the truth of things, and people that I love, they don't understand. And it's painful to me and pathetic. It really is. All you got to do is research, but no one wants to. They're lazy. They want to do their best life now. And it pisses me off. It does. Because I'm talking about salvation here. I'm talking about heaven, going to heaven. How about you cover your bases before you have fun? How about you have salvation in Jesus and walk with him? Then you'll find out you probably don't like certain things that you like right now, like media, television, movies, whatever. Like, if you realize what the world is, you will want less of the world and more of Jesus. That's the way I can put it. So again, I'm always like concerned about people that I love going to heaven. And let's look at Teresa Caputo. Google says she's an American psychic, and she is. What is she, like the New Jersey psychic or something like that? Like her hair makes her look like she's in the 1980s. I find it comical. It is like, right, look at her here. She's like, it's like a 1980s photo shoot or something. I don't know. I'm not making fun of her. I'm just saying, like, that's what it looks like. And she's pretty full of herself. Hey, Spirit, with Teresa Caputo. The spirit that she's contacting, the spirits that she's contacting are demons, devils, fallen angels, antichrist spirits. They're not for her. They will give her some information. I understand this. I've researched this stuff. Psychics do exist. They can tell you certain things. But again, like the magicians, there's demons whispering in their ear. And I know some of you will say, well, they just go on Facebook and they get the information. I understand there's probably people like that. But true psychics do have some power. They do get certain messages and information, and in some cases, truth about people that come to them. But I'm telling you, demons are whispering into this person's ear, and they just get fame, fortune, and success because of it. Oh, she's darkening one eye utterly, doing one eye symbolism, the eye of Horus. Why? Because she's a sellout. Can you not look at this picture and see that she's a sellout? If you can't, you're not understanding. But if you can see that she's a sellout, darkening one of her eyes utterly, then hello, you're awake, you understand what's going on in the world, and hopefully you will tell other people. Tom DeLay is an English retired springboard diver and YouTuber. He's also a prideful homosexual man, which is a problem because God calls homosexuality and transgenderism, whatever the hell that is, sin and abomination. I'm not sure if this is a potato or whatever it is, doesn't matter. He's using it to darken one of his eyes utterly, doing one eye symbolism, the eye of Horus. He's holding up his book that he wrote, and he's doing one eye symbolism with it. He's wearing a scarf that has the pride of sin colors. Homosexuality and transgenderism, whatever the hell that is sin and abomination according to God. And that's what it is. It's sin and abomination. And he does the Uttara Bodhi Mudra. Index fingers together, pressed against his lips, other fingers interlocked. He's got his nails painted like a woman. Horrifying. Troy Iwata is another homosexual man, a prideful homosexual man. He's also an American stage actor, says Google. You know him. He did this awesome song.
As we celebrate Pride on the progress we've made over these past years, there's still work to be done. So to those of you out there who are still working against equal rights, we have a message for you. You think we're sinful?
He says, you think we're sinful? Yes, you are. That is a fact. It's not that I think you're sinful. I know you're sinful. You're going against God and his ways, like most and all of us do on a daily basis, basically. So there's no competition. But someone being prideful about sin and abomination, like the LGBT, XYP123 community, and the transgender and homosexual community, it's all the same thing. It is sin against God. You think we're sinful? Yes, because you are. I'm warning you.
You fight against our rights. You say we all lead lives you can't respect.
No, I don't have respect for you.
But you're just frightened.
No, I'm not frightened of anything except for having the fear of God in my life, which is a good thing.
You think that we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked?
Yes, I'm not a parent, but I think you will go to the kids and get them while they're young. And what else do you have to say? A lot of people will say, he's just being sarcastic in his song. I don't think so.
Funny, just this once, you're correct.
And he says, fine, just this once, you're correct, with a very creepy smile on his face that just is like creepy as all hell.
We'll convert your children.
I'm going to stop it there. We'll convert your children. Look at his face. Look at his expression. And who is Troy Iwata? The guy that has the pride of sin flag behind him, having sin and abomination against God. Oh, he's out in outer space. Space. Right? Again, more deception. He's taken a bite out of the apple, like in the Garden of Eden with Adam and Eve, going against God, not listening to God, disobeying God. And what else does he do? He has his index fingers pressed together, pressed against his lips, other fingers interlocked, doing the Uttara Bodhi Mudra, because he's a sold out person that doesn't care about God, that doesn't care about where he's going in the future. And this is sad and pathetic. And I want to put an end to this. I want to raise my voice in opposition to this guy's stance on life. Homosexuality and transgenderism are sin and abomination to God. Like, it is clear as day. If you don't believe this, you're being soft. You're not being a true Christian. True Christians speak up for truth of Jesus Christ, death, burial, and resurrection, salvation, and they come against the satanic agendas in the world that are plentiful and that most people seem to be doing. This is a mistake. I don't want Troy Iwata to go to hell. I want him to go to heaven and be a born-again Christian. It seems like that's a hard thing to take because I don't think he wants to do any of that work, but that's up to him. Brothers and sisters, everyone else, God bless you.